G'day, boys. It's your boy Vaughn Smith here. I'm back with Gunner here,
What's up, y'all?
and we're doing another tier list, another Thomas tier list.
Mm-hmm.
Season 3 and 4 this time,
Yeah, the George Carlin seasons.
and the beginning of Michelangelo's his narration.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
But mostly what I grew up with a lot as a kid, as the George Carlin seasons. After Ringo Starr left the show, after season two, we got a new narrator, comedian George Carlin, an absolute legend.
Surprised they got him of all people.
Yes, he's the reason why he wanted to do this because he wanted to do something different that's not his usual comedy stand-up. And it turned out to be pretty successful for 2 seasons.
Four if you count him
So,
redubbing season 1 and 2.
oh yeah, that too. Yeah, he also narrated the first 2 seasons as like a redub for the U.S., which was also like for Shiny Time Station. Yeah, we're starting with seasons 3 and 4 now, and we're doing the third season now.
Yep.
And yeah, so we'll start. Let's just start from the beginning with
A
a
scarf for
scarf for
Perfy.
Percy. A Percy.
Oh my god. I sometimes
Percy. Yes.
do that.
Yeah, scarf for Percy. Yeah, it's fine if we mess up our words, but anyways, I'm a scarf for Percy. To be honest, I never would expect this to be the first episode for season three.
Yeah.
But for a winter theme episode and the one story from Henry the Green Engine, it's the odd one I'll say, but it's a good episode for what it is. I mean, Percy's Crash is great, so but
Yeah.
I don't really think it works as a first episode. I don't know. I think there's like better episodes that could have been a first episode, but it's not a bad episode. I still think this is a good episode. I think we can give this an A.
Yeah, it could work.
Yeah. Here's an episode that I think that could have been a first episode. Percy's Promise.
Oh yeah, this
Oh,
one.
and I love this episode.
Same.
I mean, like Percy and water again. That's still a recurring thing, and I love it. He made a promise. A promise is a promise.
Yep.
And I don't know why he was pulling a brake van with Annie and Clarabelle. I was a bit confused on that, but it was like probably for like probably for like the conductor and all that.
I only slept the floor this morning.
I only swept the floor this morning. It's like the theme and like how they use actual like water like actual water sprinkler things for the rain. It's
Yeah.
impressive too. But this is an S. This is an S.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Here we go. Time for trouble. Yeah. Um, literally at the beginning of the episode, you're seeing Thomas with Annie and Chloe, ironically with a brake van. What's with Annie and Clarabelle with a brake van for that season? I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's a good episode. Little half of Gordon mixed with James, but it's mostly a James and Toby story.
Yeah.
Yeah, still be helping James with the 2 express coaches he had. Get
Ha
on,
ha.
you! Ah, it's a good episode. I do like it. I think it's an A.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah,
Above or below Scarfer
I think
Percy?
above.
Okay.
I think above you. Yeah. All right, next one
Is
is
Gordon the
Gordon and the
famous
famous
visitor?
visitor. The featuring our first faceless engine,
City of
which
Truro.
is an act, yeah, which is an actual train, actually.
Yeah, I knew that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm a train nerd.
Yeah, it's cool they got all the like all of those characters from like like to see that engine. It's impressive.
Yeah.
It's a good episode. It's also kind of funny because the dome, Gordon loses his like dome.
Yeah, that scene is pretty funny.
Yeah. I guess I'll give it a miss, but I think I would prefer Percy's Promise.
Same here.
Here we go. Donald Stuck.
Not getting confused with that. Just need to.
Oh, I can't do it good,
I
Donald
made.
Duck.
I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just like holding my cheek because that's the way how Clarence Nash did the Donald voice. Yeah, but anyways, Donald Stuck. Don't worry. I know. Don't worry. I know there's a season 5 song, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that whenever that happens. But anyways, the episode itself, yeah, it's a good episode. A little confusing, I'll say, but it was still just a good episode. Nothing special or anything. Nice that Duck got his own branch line,
Yeah.
but I'll give it a B. It's better than the song, I'll say.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's an iconic episode that can get like a DVD release. Thomas gets bumped. I mean, it is iconic. I'm still questioning why was Harold like on the main cover of the DVD and VHS? I don't know
Yeah, who
why
knows?
exactly, but it's confusing. But uh, anyway, like the episode's really great too. I really like this one too. Yeah. Although I do think the crash could have been a little better, but oh well. It's just a like ruined rail, I guess. I don't know what else to call it.
Yeah,
But
bench rail from Hot Sun. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And it will be getting hot this year, so but I can give this an A.
Okay, I'll give it A as well.
Yeah. I think we could put it above the other two, probably.
Alright.
Um uh next is oh, actually, apparently, Thomas Gets Butt was actually, believe it or not, written by Andrew Brenner, apparently, based on one of his magazines.
Yeah, I was about to mention that. Yeah.
Thank goodness I have the Thomas Wiki on my phone for this. All right, here's an iconic episode: Thomas Percy and the Dragon. I love the Chinese dragon. I love the light effects on it. Like I just love how it lights up at night.
Yeah, same.
Impressive. Also, what was under that first flapping? I want to know. Probably carnival stuff. Who knows?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I love it too. Like it's just funny, and it's also funny too because oh man, also like the music in this is also great too, especially the part where like the dragon starts coming.
Yeah.
Nice and spooky a little bit. I
Yeah.
gotta give this an S.
Same. Same
Better,
here.
I will say, yeah, I think I'll say this is better than the famous visitor episode.
Okay.
Yeah, no. All right, next up we got Diesel does it again. I mean, his face explains it.
Yep.
But the episode itself, yeah, it's good. There were a couple of. It is a bit confusing, I'll say at least, but not a bad episode, I'll say. I do like Diesel's theme, of course, and love his like funny mischiefs, but also especially with the China clay trucks.
Yeah. Where he just pushes them
Like,
in the
dude,
water.
yeah, like what made him do that?
Bro, it's fucking Devious Diesel. What do you expect?
Yeah, I know that. But I have to give it a B because we got some better episodes coming in.
Yeah. Okay,
Well,
above or below
is it
Donald
better than?
Duck?
I think it's. I think it could stay where it is.
Okay.
And now we're on to an episode that I think a lot of fans will know um that Wilbert Audrey hated this one.
Because they broke Rule 55, I think.
Oh boy. Look, they did like a lot of adaptations of the books for the first two seasons, and they were so good doing it for like three and soon for four. But they wanted to also do original stories too, because you can do original stories for some of your shows. And Henry's Forest is one of those original stories that I really love. Oh, the emotional score is just amazing. And I love Henry's nature too,
Yeah.
because like it works so well. So sorry, Wilbert. It's we all love this episode.
Yeah.
You see like seeing Donald in the breakdown train.
Yeah.
It was cool. But it is truly a fantastic episode, and definitely one of the more emotional ones.
Yeah.
So that deserves an S and above like the other episodes.
Okay.
All right, now we got The Trouble with Mud, a fan favorite episode from 10 Years of Thomas. Um, I mean, it's funny. This is funny.
Yeah.
Like, it's comedy. This is a comedy episode.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Especially with Gordon in the trucks.
Yeah. That's for you.
Him being
and
mad.
you.
And you. And you. There was actually a deleted scene where he was actually shunting the third truck. Yeah. I you know what? I'll give this an S because why not? It's one of their funniest episodes.
Right there.
I'll
Whereabouts in
probably put it
S?
above City of True episode.
Right.
All right, no joke for James. I like it a lot. Anyways, no joke for James. Yeah, good episode.
Mm.
Yeah. It's just hard. Sorry, we don't have any. We don't have. We don't. I can't even talk right now.
Oh, it's
We
okay.
don't have any scripts for this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, this episode is a good episode. Sure, like sure James told a lie, but he kind of had a reason to. He really wanted to pull that new express. Plus, the red makes sense because it's his color. You see him pull those coaches like mostly through like the classic era, mostly the new era.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's just a good episode. I'll probably give it an A.
Alrighty. Whereabouts?
Probably above Time for Trouble.
Okay.
Ooh, Thomas Percy and the Mail Train.
Or Thomas
Or
Percy
Thomas
and the Post Train.
Yeah, I think the Mail Train makes more sense though. Anyways, I mean, yeah, this is like another great episode. Actually, a fantastic episode, I should say. Truly amazing. So we gotta give this an S.
Alrighty, whereabouts in this?
Probably above Thomas Percy the Dragon.
Right. Oh wow, both Thomas and Percy episodes.
Next to each other.
Yeah.
All right, trust Thomas. Yeah. Yeah, the one with that DVD with Mavis as the main cover. I think that makes sense actually because her episodes, actually, the next two episodes will make sense.
Yeah.
But anyways, I trust Thomas. I love it. I love the crash. Yeah, it's really impressive. Like it showed you that Thomas really matured throughout this season.
Yeah, from the first two seasons where he acted like a little shit, pretty much.
Yeah, well, first season he was like learning, but also like trying, but also like he and Gordon were like the main leads. Season two, he was grumpy, which yeah makes sense. But season three, yeah, this is how he matured a lot. Even with this crash, this is still a great crash for what it is. I'll give it
Yeah.
an A.
Alrighty.
We'll put this above. Well, Thomas gets bumped. It's a better
Wow.
crash than the other one.
Yeah.
Two Thomas episodes next to each other.
Wow.
And anyways, we got Mavis. Aren't actually this is our I don't know what number Diesel character. I think it's fourth.
Yeah, fourth after Diesel, Daisy, and
Yeah.
Boko. Yeah.
Yeah. But this is our first female Diesel. Actually, no, second. I forgot Daisy. I just keep forgetting Daisy was a female. It's just been a while since I've like seen those episodes.
Bro, Daisy literally wears makeup.
I know, but I just sometimes think Mavis was the first one before Daisy. No, I knew Mavis a lot more than Daisy.
Fair.
Anyways, Mavis as a character, I like her, and in this episode, yeah, love her introduction. I like also with like her relationship with Toby as well. Plus, it's also a funny one too.
Yeah.
It's like she literally gets stuck between the crossing and can't move because of the frozen mud.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I gotta give it an S.
Okay, also Diesel's there for some reason. Even though he got sent packing
Yeah.
like episodes earlier.
Yeah. I think it was just maybe it was a visit, but who knows? But anyways, let's put this episode above. Well, probably the trouble with mud.
Alrighty. Come on. There we go.
Toby's tightrope. Imagine when trying to remake this episode in Trackmaster.
Or any other merch.
It could be difficult. Yeah. It can be difficult to find like a tightrope sort of situation. But anyways, the episode, yeah, it's intense. It's intense. Intense music as well. Plus Mavis made the right choice to help Toby.
Yeah.
Plus Percy like giving her advice. Which yeah. And the episode's really good too. Like I just love that runaway theme and also like I don't know if it's a crash, but sort of. It's more like almost a crash.
I mean, I count it as a crash. I mean, we literally see the bridge getting swept away. Well, part
Yeah,
of
that
it.
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, and yeah, I can give it. Yeah, let's give this an S as well. Because why not?
Alrighty, do we put it
We'll put.
next?
I think it's better than Mavis, obviously. So we'll
Yeah.
put it next to Mavis.
Alrighty.
Alright, next is Edward, Trevor, and the Really Useful Party. I mean, it's nice we got an Edward episode, and Trevor as well, but
Yeah.
is it forgettable? Kind of. I could say that probably. So, I mean, there's better episodes, but sometimes I forget this one existed.
Damn.
But no, it's still good. But like, you just have better episodes because season three was really great with some really great episodes.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we. I mean, you could have like. I know Edward had barely was not used a lot in this one. Just only a little bit of it. Oh well, it's a B, I guess.
Okay. Whereabouts?
Well, but we can probably put this above Diesel does it again.
Okay.
All right, James Goes Buzz Buzz, or just simply Buzz Buzz. I think James Goes Buzz Buzz makes a lot of sense because literally there's a DVD called that episode.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
Buzz off, buzz off. Ah, ooh, ah, hot. Yeah. Also, I'm impressed that that animation on that bee still holds up.
Yeah. Like one of the rare times where you see like cell shaded animation in the show.
I know. Like Disney that's like the type of animation you could sort of see from Disney back then because they were
Yeah.
still doing their 2D films.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's also funny because there's some funny moments, especially the big red nose.
Yeah.
Like the whole episode is a comedy as well because it's so funny.
Yeah.
So it's a mask for what it is.
Hell yeah, this episode's a classic.
Oh, let's put this above. I guess Thomas Percy and the Mail Train.
Okay.
All right. Oh, let's see. Damn, they really go hard on this episode, especially towards the end.
Yeah, that's ending scene is just iconic.
Like Percy, Doc, and Thomas, like staring into the sunset. Just wow. That just felt so. It felt emotional too. It felt like a finale. It really felt like a finale.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah. This is still a fantastic episode for what it is. It has a great message to it. And I really like Buck as well in this episode.
Yeah.
So it's an S. It has to go above Percy's Promise.
Righty.
All right. One good turn. Um, it's impressive. It's nice that we got more Bill and Ben, so and I like this one a lot. It's funny because it's Bill and Ben. What do you expect?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just a good episode. It's an A.
Righty. Whereabouts are we putting it in A?
I guess we can put it above, probably below, probably below A Scar for Mercy.
Okay.
Tender engines. That's the only time you'll see Flying Scotsman's tenders.
Because they couldn't complete the entire model due to budget reasons.
Yeah. I do forget this episode sometimes. I do remember the ending. The ending is funny.
Yeah, that ending's pretty funny with Henry and the
Yeah,
tenders.
but I'll say this. Most of it is kind of forgettable. I do think it's one of their weaker episodes,
Same.
but it's not a bad episode. I could still rewatch this one if I want to, but like probably just to the Henry, probably to like the funny part of Henry, but like that's kind of it. So for the first time, we're actually I think we might agree on this probably, but we might give this our first seats here.
Congratulations, Tender Engines. You are the first ever C tier.
Probably the yeah.
Also,
I don't hate it.
also,
Like I
Gordon
don't hate
doesn't
it.
even recognize his own brother. Sad.
I know. Just wait until the Great Race.
Yeah.
That's kind of why it's a very weak episode, but not bad. It's just forgettable, but also weaker. But anyways, Escape.
This one's a fan favorite.
We gotta put this in the S, but is it better than Henry's Forest? To be honest, yes. This is everyone's favorite, so I think it's fair to put this on the number one spot.
Hell yeah, this one needs no introduction.
You got like Douglas and Oliver Toad. You also got like that amazing score.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love it so much. And now to the sequel, Oliver owns up. And yeah, another good introduction for Oliver. And also like his first crash with trucks.
Yeah.
All right, sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties. This probably could happen throughout the series,
Yeah, this will happen a lot.
but that's a risk we're willing to take.
Yeah.
Anyways, where were we? Oh yeah, Oliver owns up. Great follow up to Escape. Like another great introduction for Oliver as well, and love the crash too, and I love like the runaway theme too. Just yeah, I just yeah, it's great, but like it is like the sequel for Escape, but it's still great. We'll give it an A.
Okay, whereabouts?
We'll put this above Trust Thomas.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, now we're on to Olgie.
Yabu snobs.
Yeah. Come on, let's see what he's up to. Anyways, great episode.
Yeah.
And that's all I could say, honestly. It's a good episode, and that's pretty much it. But the bridge scene was funny.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, there's no way that Decker bus could fit through that bridge.
Yeah.
But I'll give it a B.
Okay, whereabouts?
Probably above the other three episodes.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, we can be heroes.
Just for one day.
Yeah. Okay, heroes. Oh, I really love this episode. Really, just wow. Bill and Ben are actually are heroic for once. Never thought I would say that.
Hmm.
Oh, thank you, sir. We call heroes. Well, it's a really nice surprise. Yeah, it's a great episode. Plus, can we talk about the crash? Like, oh my God, they destroyed the quarry.
Pretty much, yeah.
And like from all the rocks to the dirt to the water bucket and just oh my God.
Yeah.
Man, like this has to go in the S for obvious reasons.
Yeah. But whereabouts should we put it?
Well, that crash is top tier, so I think we might have to put it above Percy's Promise.
Okay.
All right, Percy, James, and the Fruitful Day. Yeah, it's a good episode. I love the scores, of course, especially Percy's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Percy's theme in season 3 honestly sounded better, honestly, than his seasons 1 and 2 theme. Also, the crash is cool. Like, I'm impressed with the crash they did. Like, they actually used like food in this, surprisingly.
Yeah, like, what was that green liquid that he got sprayed on him?
I want to know what that is. Mouthwash, maybe? Or like,
It looks like mouthwash or dishwasher soap or something.
I don't know. And the food they use, like, what was it? Like, it had to be fruit. It has to be something fruit related, but like, I don't know what it could be. Got yourself in a bit of a jam, eh, James? What, you might call it a sticky situation?
Be quiet. It's not funny having jammed brakes.
Apparently, this episode was actually broadcast in the UK on Ringo Starr's 52nd birthday.
Damn.
Yeah. Hmm. Oh my God, Vaughn, you were actually right about like the thing. It was dishwasher soap.
Yep.
But what about the fruit? I don't know what they use for the fruit because I'm trying to figure that out. Well, actually, I don't know. It probably was a bunch of squashed fruit, probably they just used.
Yeah, that's my assumption.
Anyways, the episode itself was a good episode. I give it an A.
Yeah. Whereabouts?
Probably above No Joke for James.
Okay. And our final episode of season 3 is Thomas and
Thomas and
Percy's Christmas
Percy's
Adventure or Thomas and Percy's Mountain
Mountain
Adventure.
Adventure. Thomas and Percy's Christmas Mountain Adventure. That actually sounds better.
Well, the US, they changed the holiday to Thanksgiving because of Shining Time Station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. So it's not a Christmas episode.
Well, technically it is in the UK.
Yeah.
So,
So it's a Christmas Thanksgiving episode, we'll call it. But
yeah, you can say
I mean, I
both.
love it. I do. Yeah, I do love this episode a lot. Oh, it's a great. But is it as great as the other episodes? Well, yes and no, but because there were better episodes in this season. But I do think this was a fantastic episode and a great way to end off the third season. So why not give it an A and put it above like all those other episodes?
Okay, easy peasy.
All right, that was season 3. Let's move on to season 4, where we start differently this time. We now enter the Skarloey Railway.
Yes, where we get introduced to the
To the
navigation engines.
Mhm. And this is when George Carlin's narration started to get more calmer. And yeah, starting from what was supposed to be the series finale of the Railway series for this first episode, but there more books came.
Well, Wilbert wrote one more book after that, and then he retired, and then
Yeah.
Christopher Audrey took over after that.
Actually, he did wrote one more, like the 26th book.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Rand Puff. Yeah. Started out as a story. Telling us a story, basically.
Yeah.
I love Duke. Like I really love Duke a lot.
Bro, we all love Duke.
Yeah, we all do. It's like one of the oldest engines. And I thought Scarloy was older, which I think he is, obviously. So
Yeah.
we gotta give this an S for the introduction.
Yeah, hell yeah. And bro, that
Yeah.
ending of this episode, though.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Yeah.
Sleeping Beauty. Yeah, that's the name of the episode. Don't confuse it with the Disney film.
Yeah.
You may notice, like, throughout, like, beginning of that season, you may notice, like, 2 red engines that you see throughout in
background.
the episode. Yeah, Scarlo and Rheneas were shown, but their faces weren't shown yet because they wanted to wait. But Sleeping Beauty, yeah. Also another great episode too, like a great two-part story for Duke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta be an S, of course.
Yeah, right beside, you know.
Excuse me, are you a vandal? Driver told me vandals break in and smash things. Yeah, well, let's put this above the first episode, because why not?
Okay.
Alright. Next. Bulldog. When it's kinda odd when you think that the two other engines, Peter Sam and Sir Handel, were originally called Falcon and Stewart.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, yeah, interesting names, but I think like the other names were better.
Yeah.
I like this episode too. Like intense crash too. Like they almost damaged Sir Handel.
Bro, and he could have
Like that,
probably died if he fell off there.
and also the model it could have broken too.
Yeah.
But nah, they impressed us with this episode. And I love it a lot. Yeah, like this is another S. Like all Duke episodes, I think are just too good.
Yeah.
And this might be the best one so far.
Damn.
So let's put this above the other two. You can't win. Poor old engine. You can't win. It's no good, Stuart. You can't win. Can I ask why was Duke pulling four coaches? You're not Gordon. Actually, it would if they never introduced express narrow gauge coaches.
Yeah.
That would be cool. They did introduce that actually, like in a Roblox game.
Wow.
Anyways, yeah, you can't win. Impressive how Duke can pull four coaches in a break, man. And then like, what I want to love is also like the startup music, also like the like the build up, but also like the extended theme as well.
Oh yeah, that.
'Cause- yeah, like you see like Sir Handel, Duke, the four blue coaches, the break van, and Peter Sam all together. Like that's impressive. I love it.
Yeah.
But I will say, yeah, it might be the weakest episode, but they're still all great though.
Yeah.
I'll still give it an S for what it is, because I said all the Duke episodes are probably going to be S.
Yeah, it's kind of sad they never brought him back.
And yet, I don't know how the Unlucky Tug will cover this character on Soros Minus, so that will be an odd video, I'll say.
Yeah.
Probably short, but anyways, now that we're done with the Duke saga, um, let's get to Four Little Engines.
Right.
So we got our first introduction, truly this time, for Scarloey.
Yep.
Yeah, it's impressive. But after four great episodes of Duke, this episode's good, but they go. Yet the model felt like it was gonna break.
Yeah, especially like Scarlo like leaning like that.
But still, I'll give it an A.
Yeah.
All right, up next is A Bad Day for Sir Handel.
You're a very naughty engine.
Whatever next. Those aren't coaches, they're cattle trucks, all with a haunted engine. Not what I'm used to. Good episode. I'll give it an A.
Righty, above or below?
Probably above.
Okay.
Anyways, Peter, Sam, and the refreshment lady. Mm-hmm. A good episode, and yeah, like I just love George Carlin's impression of the lady.
Oh, the Italian
Like,
accent.
yeah, yeah. Also, why did Henry have Gordon's face? I want to know why.
Yeah, that is so cursed.
I guess they lost. I guess they couldn't. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. But this is still a good episode for what it is. I mean, I like more. I like Peter Sam in this one too. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's an
we're
A. I'll probably
okay.
put this probably above the other episode. Yeah, right there.
All right.
All right, trucks or Rusty helps Peter Sam. I don't know which episode's title sounds better. But trucks makes sense because it's an episode about trucks crashing into Peter Sam.
Yeah, and pretty much
I
like
will say
damaging
that,
his funnel.
but I'll say the crash. Wow, impressive.
Hell yeah, that crash is amazing.
That deserves the S tier spot.
And whereabouts?
Well, that best crash, I think it has to go above the other four episodes because that crash.
Damn.
I know. All right, home at last.
Well, to get introduced to Duncan.
Yeah. Yeah, home at last. Scarlo, he's like Duncan, coaches, a brake van. Scarlo, trucks, a brake van. What else do you need more? Also, the ending quote. It's freaking long. That quote's long as hell.
Yeah.
But I love Duncan as a character because he's the George Carlin's voice for him. It's perfectly for him. So plus his theme is amazing too. I love that rock and like it sounds like a rock and roll song almost.
Yeah, sorta. Yeah.
I can give this an A.
Whereabouts are we putting it in A?
I guess above Peter Sam.
Okay. And speaking of Duncan, next is rock and roll.
Oh, totally rocking, dudes. Send Rusty back in. Send Rusty back in. The crash is stupid and I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's just showing off by pulling coaches and then somehow he just freaking derails.
Yeah.
I kind of prefer Home at Last. I mean, this might be a weaker Duncan episode, but because the quote in Home at Last was more funnier, so we might put this in the B tier.
Okay.
Anyways, special funnel. Our first winter episode.
Of the season.
Mhm. Yeah, like it's good, a little funny as well. Damn, Peter Sam without his funnel.
Yeah.
It looks so weird, but like it's impressive too.
Yeah, the scenery is also really.
Yeah, like cinematography is excellent too. I love the translation from like I think from fall to winter, I think.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. It's a good episode. I can probably give this an A.
Yeah. Whereabouts in A?
Probably above the other Peter Sam episode.
Okay, I think the Unlucky Tug said that this was his favourite episode, if I can remember. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, nice. Anyways, Steamroller. We got George.
Railways are no
Steamroller.
good, turn them into roads.
Get out of my way, you great clumsy roadhog. Hey, I don't move from imitation steamrollers. Literally, look like how ironically that the VHS cover for Gallon Old Engine is literally that episode on the bottom.
Yeah.
George as a character. I think he did. I think he was better in the next season.
Yeah, he was a lot funnier there.
I will say that I don't really think this one stands out too much. I mean, his introduction was not bad, but like, just wait till the next season. But yeah, we'll put this in B.
Okay, whereabouts?
Probably keep it where it is. Not above.
Okay.
Yeah, but there it is. Anyways, then. Seems like Duncan really got the spotlight
Yeah.
because we got passengers and polish. No passengers means no polish. No polish means no passengers. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyways, I like this one. I like this one. I can give this episode probably an A.
Okay.
I'll put this one above A Bad Day for Sir Handel.
Alright.
All right. And speaking of the Gallant Old Engine, and technically the EB, and this was technically the DVD release of Henry and the Elephant, which that episode was the first, but for some reason, Gallant Old Engine's the fifth episode. I don't know why. But I do love this episode a lot. Reneus's full introduction is outstanding too. And his flashback the flashback too, and like it's an S. Like this episode is a great episode.
Hell yeah. And whereabouts are we putting it?
I think we could put this above Bulldog.
Alright.
Anyways, Rusty to the rescue. Here we go. We're now, I guess you could say, we're sort of back into the standard gauge a little bit.
Well, half standard, half narrow gauge episode, sorta.
Yeah. The Rusty to the rescue. Yeah, like, and this is actually, I believe, an original episode.
Yeah, partially an original episode, yeah.
This was only a way to promote the Bluebells. Well, one of the books was, but yeah, but I really love Stepney too. Like Stepney, just wow. Who would have thought this character would be a fun character for
Yeah.
this show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta give this one an S because it has an iconic shot, of course. When
Yeah,
Rusty and Stepney passing the moon.
and the town below, over the bridge.
Yeah, I think we can put this above Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
And then the follow up, Thomas and Stepney. I really enjoyed this one a lot. Oh man, like Stepney, Thomas and Stepney, just wow. Like, why is this like a good combo? Like, I don't know why it's so good. Like, and this was technically the second part of the Stepney quadrilogy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I gotta put this in S.
Okay, whereabouts are we putting it?
I guess we could put this above Bulldog.
Okay.
All right, next is this is gonna get this title is gonna be a bit of an interesting one. Train stops play. What? It's- That's an odd title, I'll say, because it doesn't make sense. Train stops play.
Bro, it kind of does
It's
because the cricket players they accidentally put their ball into Stepney's truck and then he pretty much stops the game and then they have to go chase after him for the ball.
oh, oh, that actually makes a lot more sense now. I was so confused, like why this episode was called that as a kid. As a kid, I didn't know. Wait, why was this episode called that? I don't get it. But then now it makes more sense. But it is forgettable. This is kind of a forgettable Stepney episode, and probably the weakest of the Stepney episodes. I just Caroline's debuted. Yeah, she's forgettable too. It's not a bad episode, but I just sometimes forget this one existed. But it's not a bad episode. It's a decent episode, but we'll give it a B.
Okay,
Just a
whereabouts?
step down from the probably probably above Steamroller.
Okay.
Anyways, the last of the Stepney episodes, Bowled Out, which we're introduced to D261, I think that's his name.
Well, he has
Or
like several names.
yeah, D261, Bowler, Class 40. What the fuck you want to call it?
The Diesel.
I will just call him probably D261 because that's kind of the name I remember the most. I see those fan-made Thomas projects.
Yeah.
I think it was like that, the Return of Diesel saga, I think it was. Oh, that was like a good crossover. Anyways, I really like this one too. Stephanie and Duck taking the Express together. Like, damn, that's impressive for a Blue Bell engine.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen Duck pull the Express before, but the red ones, not the green ones.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll give this episode an A.
Okay, whereabouts are we
I
putting
will
it?
probably above Home at Last. And hey, this is our first standard gauge episode that's not a narrow gauge episode.
Wow.
In this in the A tier. All right, Henry and the Elephant. Okay, the first thing I want to say, and I mentioned that I love the circus train cars,
Yeah. Yeah.
and also like the music too. Like I love that music a lot. There was actually a deleted scene in that episode. The scene where like some of the engines are pulling trucks. Percy takes the I can tell what trucks are which trucks because I know the shape of them. Percy taking like the circus mail van. James taking a circus van and a circus truck, and then it's like Thomas taking a circus flatbed, a salt van, and a cattle van. And then I believe it's Henry pulling a cattle van and a regular van and a brake van, which that was the deleted scene in the Down by the Docks song. But I love this episode too, especially when James got to take the circus train.
Oh, yeah, that.
When I see him pull the circus train, I would name all the trucks that he's pulling. I would name every truck. Like I know what type of truck they are. And the episode with Henriette with the actual elephant. Oh, the funniest scene was when the workmen were running.
Oh, yeah, that.
Yeah, like this. And with all that, we gotta give this an S.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Probably above um honestly Rusty to the rescue.
Okay.
All right. Toad stands by.
Another great one.
Oh, I love a son.
Yeah.
Ah, the first no use at all thinks he's very clever. Says that he can manage us. That's the best joke ever. When he orders us about with the greatest folly, we just watch him down the well. Up goes O'Holly. What coming up what?
And he did.
Oh, this yeah, it's an S because that that reason, but also because it's a great episode in general too. Because wow,
Yeah.
oh my oh yeah, but let's put this above. Honestly, let's put this above Thomas and Stephanie.
Yeah. Come on. Come on. There we go.
Hey, all right. Bull's eyes. Yeah, that's confusing to say. Bull's eyes. Like, okay, odd title name, I'll say. But yeah, I forget this one existed. But it's very forgettable because I don't know. It's like it's nice to see a Daisy episode, but like it's just her and a bull. That's it.
Oh, yeah, that.
It's a little confusing, I'll say, but sometimes it's funny, and I'm like, okay, I don't really know what I'm getting at with the bull, but do you think it's kind of confusing a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
I don't know. There's better episodes we have, and this one exists. I think we might have to give it a C.
Yeah, and chronologically wise, this could also be confusing.
Hmm. Okay, I think these next four episodes are gonna make sense here because, yeah, there's gonna be reasons why they're gonna be ranked so high.
Yeah.
The show's 100th episode, Thomas and the Special Letter. Oh my god, they brought every character up standard gauge wise, like, but I was wondering why were most of these characters mostly coupled up to each other?
Bro, who
I
knows?
was, I think it was just for fun.
Yeah.
Mavis, Boko, and Mavis. That's an odd combo. But yeah, the crash. Oh my god, the crash. Oh my god, it's amazing.
Yeah, that crash is just top tier.
And this goes to probably at the number one spot, but it won't last long because we have another episode that might just take that spot officially. Which that episode could have been a season one episode,
Yeah.
but I think it makes sense why it was a season four episode. Paint Pots and Queens, or what I know this episode as, Thomas Meets the Queen, the 101st episode.
The 101 episode.
And also, like, it is, I guess you could technically say it's a sequel to Down the Mine, because it was original.
Yeah, because chronologically this takes place after Down the Mine in the Railway series.
Yeah. So it can be a bit confusing, but I'm just glad they got to make the episode. Plus, it's amazing, it's funny, and I love each and like all the characters pulling most of different coaches. Oh my
Yeah.
god, like you see Toby and Henry, you see Henry pulling Was it 3 Green Express coaches or 2?
I can't remember.
I think it was 2, I think.
Hmm.
And James comes in with 2 Red Express coaches, then Doug pulls 2 Red Express coaches, and then Percy pulls 2 Red Express coaches.
Yeah.
Everyone's pulling the Express today.
Yeah.
And even Thomas takes Red Express coaches. And that's why this is probably one of my favorite episodes of the season. Would you agree on that probably?
Yeah, this is an amazing episode.
For that, it deserves to go in the #1 spot. I think this might be tied with the special letter because, but I like this one a little more because all those coaches, I love those coaches. But anyways, um, fish.
Not to be confused with the season 8 episode, but the season 4 episode.
We'll get, well, don't worry. We'll get to that episode in a little soon. Just not yet. We're gonna do the season 4 episode with that iconic shot with 2 iconic shots. Fish, I like this one a lot. I really, really do. I love like another flying kipper episode. I like so because I love the train that Henry's pulling. Like I liked how he's pulling each different type of van.
Yeah.
But also like the iconic shot when Henry starts his train because that was used for peace and quiet, I think.
Yeah, they reused that for peace and quiet.
Which honestly I like, but also like I like that scene where Henry's actually pulling all like 10 episodes. Yes, I counted all his vans. There's 10 in total. 10.
Damn.
But why no brake van? I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, because there are 4 older Kipper vans. That's why. I call them the old Kipper vans because they're old. But yeah, and like another iconic shot is when Henry's passing the lighthouse.
Yeah.
There is a deleted scene where he's actually going in the opposite direction, I think. But anyways, yeah, this is another aspect. And also, I love the crash too. I love the crash.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to mention that. Where are we gonna put it
Yeah.
in this?
Well, let's put it above the gallon old engine.
Okay.
Now we got a special attraction. I mean, I really like this episode a lot because let me tell you something. When Percy's theme starts, when he pulls those 4 trucks, I knew I was in for a big surprise.
You're in for an
Just like,
about to murder Bulstrode.
oh, I love that crash. Percy pushing 5 stone trucks onto Bolster. That's funny. And for once, the trucks actually wanted Percy's help for once.
Yeah.
Never thought I would say this, but the trucks were actually good for once.
Yeah.
So this is an S because of the not because of Percy's story and the crash, was because it was a smart episode too for the trucks. So I might put this one above. Um, well, I might put this above Toad Stands By.
Okay.
And then the last one, which I don't know why this one was picked as the last episode, but mine that like
I personally think Prince Potts and Queen should have been the finale of this season, not gonna lie.
yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It's not a bad episode, it's a decent episode, but could have picked yeah, could have picked a better finale episode, but this has to go in the B tier.
Yeah,
But it's
I
still a decent
expected it to
episode
be
for
a
what it
B
is.
tier, but whereabouts?
Probably low. Like lower. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. All right. That is our tier list for seasons 3 and 4, and which are the George Carlin and Michelangelo seasons. Next up, we will be heading into well, a bit of a dark territory for this show because we're about to enter the spooky seasons.
Ooh, I'm excited
What?
for this one.
Oh, I don't even know if we're gonna need a seat here, to be honest, for
Yeah,
that one season in particular.
yeah.
But because our next seasons are gonna be everybody's favorite season, what is arguably known as one of the best seasons of the show, season 5,
Hell
and
yeah.
then entering the post Magic River era, season 6, and that is also the season. I know this might sound controversial now, but honestly, it's not controversial anymore now because now that this actor is free, I'm pretty sure I'm going to give you guys a hint on who the actor could be, but I'll just say this: Rust, because that's your guys' hint for who that narrator is. And if you know who I'm talking about, you might know who I'm talking about. But I'll
Yeah, if you're
say
big
this,
Thomas fans, you probably already know who it is.
and if you've seen the Magic Road too, yeah, that's another clue. But I'll say this actor, he's now a free man because someone else, well, blamed him. That's what I'm saying. We won't go into full detail for obvious reasons. I'll give you guys the hint of the name. A B.
C
What do
D
those in
E F G.
it? No, it's just A B. What do those initials stand for? Hmm. You guys find out eventually. But this was fun
Yeah, it
to
was.
do this again.
Mm,
Can't wait to get to those seasons.
hell yeah. Same.
I think we're gonna have the most fun with those ones. But yeah, that's our tier lists for seasons 3 and 4, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Subscribe to my channel, The Movie Fanatic, and check me out on Letterboxd as well.
And check me out on there as well. Yeah.
Of course, don't forget him too. Sometimes I feel like I'm recording a video on my channel, but this is for Juan's channel. But we're just
Sometimes this
collabing
feels
because
like
we're
your
having.
video.
Yeah, it does. But anyways, yeah, we'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace.
Later, boys.